The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, tough pill to swallow today. Really just came down to volume of possessions. Coker had the ball more than Carson-Newman did. Part of that was turnovers. Part of that was offensive rebounding. But felt like in spite of you shooting 56, 57% from the field, just didn't have the ball enough to keep pace with Coker's three-point shooting. What happened today?
Well, I mean, you sort of summed it up. I don't know what the final numbers were, but we turned the ball over way too much. I don't know what the final numbers were, but they got too many second shots. I don't know what the numbers were, but they shot the ball probably as well as they could. Some of the 3-2-1 threes they made were just back-breaking. You know what I'm saying? The clock's winding down, and somebody jumps up and makes a shot. So credit to coach and their team for coming up here and just kicking our front teeth in. When I say I literally hate a day like today from a performance standpoint is an understatement. It's senior day. We have 7 seniors here. Some have been here longer than others, but guys that have left an indelible mark and impression on this program. And for today to be sort of the final, the final sort of time to play in Holt and perform like that, just it sickens me. But then I also hate it for we've got some really, really loyal fans. We've got some people that are very invested in our program. We have people that have been here for years supporting this program, supporting me. And to perform like that today, I hate it. And I'm sorry that it was like that. But I think the good of this season's 30 regular season performance outweighs the bad. And so we're going to reflect on that. And as we put a bow on the regular season, we've got to, as Cam McElhaney said, guys, we got to move on to the next one quick. So we play Wednesday at noon.
17-1 run for Coker in the first half created the separation. Offensively, you had the punches. Scored the ball well, 56% from the field. It was just the fact that they had an answer for everything?
Well,
that negated a comeback attempt?
Absolutely. I mean, I thought we came out second half and actually sort of threw the first couple punches, but then just breakdowns, missed opportunities. They would capitalize. I mean, their ability to make shots today. And you don't even know what the numbers were.
17 of 39 from beyond the arc. They shot 50%, 40 of 80 from the field.
I mean, what more do you need to know? And on the flip of it, we went to their place and made 19 of them.
Yeah.
So, today it didn't happen for us. It did happen for them. If this were any other day than the last game of the year in Holt with the Nick Brennigans, the McElhaney's, the Butts, the Zows, the Hubbards, blah, blah, blah. If we're any than this one, it would not sting as much. But because it is the last time that we get to experience those guys in this gym, it just sickens me.
I'd like, if it's possible, to reflect on those guys for a moment and what they've meant to this program, especially in the case of Butts, Mac, and Nick over the course of 5 years. What is this substantial, both in size and stature, senior class meant to you and this team?
Oh, gosh, man, where do you start? They've won more games in their time here than anybody in the last 30 years in the NCAA era. They've won more games than anybody. They've won a championship. They've competed in a couple of NCAA tournaments. They've been culture caretakers for us. They're all 3 on my leadership team. They've all already graduated. They're all in grad school. Nick, obviously, from a performance standpoint, has the greatest one-night three-point display in the history of college basketball at the Division I, Division II level. I can't say enough. The experiences I've had with them in my office, on the bus, in practice, just the relationships, man, I have such respect for those guys, their character, how they've been raised, what they're about, what they stand for. They've been incredible representatives. To say they're going to be missed is an understatement. Obviously, they'll always be welcome here. But those three in particular, for me at least, will go down as sort of, I don't even, I hate to say favorites, but man, I mean, like I got a lot of favorites, man, but they're right there on that list of favorites.
Turning your attention to the South Atlantic Conference Tournament, you will be the 5 seed taking on UVA-Wise. Catawba clobbered the Cavs earlier today. There were 3 scenarios that had you facing Coker in the quarterfinals, and there was only one that didn't, and that's the one that is a reality. 5-4 matchup, a noon tip-off on Wednesday against UVA-Wise. What do you have to do? Back-to-back losses to close the regular season, reset things against the Cavs in the opening round of the SAC tournament.
Well, literally, it's the one thing about basketball that's great, man, the way it's set up. Like, you play, and then you got a couple, 2-3 days, and you play again. So, literally tonight, we'll start focusing in on Wise and what we assume they may try to do. We'll leave out of here Tuesday morning bright and early, getting over to Rock Hill to watch the first round of games that are at 12 and 2 on Tuesday. And then we'll play our own game at, like you said, 12 on Wednesday. At this point, as I said, we're sort of closing the book on the regular season. And this has been a really, really good regular season, Cav.
Yeah.
You know, you've been here for the last
20 wins isn't anything to.
No, this has been a good.
This
has been a good season, especially when you think about just Carson-Newman basketball in the last 30 years. So I'm proud of sort of our body of work, but now we really have to get focused right in on the postseason, and hope that we can go over there and go get us a quarterfinal win, a semifinal win, and a final win to get the automatic bid and a championship. That's the objective. And maybe we're still positioned regionally to earn an at-large. I don't know how things play out.
It is going to be real interesting to see the data after today's games between Coker,
for sure,
between Wise getting beat by Catawba and everything else.
For sure,
is
for
in
sure,
line.
For sure. But no, we just got to move on and get ready for the next one, and that's all there is to it.
Chuck, pleasure as always. We'll talk to you in Rock Hill next week.
Great. Thanks, Kev.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson as Carson-Newman falls on senior day to the Coker Cobras by a final score of 108-90.